You feel like you've been running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And then you finally take 5, 10, 20 minutes just for yourself to rest. And then you spend the whole time wondering if you actually earned it. You know that you want to take care of yourself, but how do you do that without feeling guilty, selfish, or like you're letting someone down? In this episode, we are rewriting the tired good moms are selfless story. You're going to learn why showing up for yourself is not selfish and how to set boundaries that serve everyone in your home, not just you. I'm Siobhan Bingham, a mom of two littles, coach, and a nerd-tastic cheerleader for women who want to raise their kids without raising their nervous system. We build lives that feel good, not just look good. And by the end of this episode, you'll understand where that selfish story comes from and how to replace it with boundaries and practices that feel loving, not loaded. Welcome to the Everwell Mama podcast, where moms drop the guilt, have more joy, and live in a way that feels right, without burning out or missing out on all the good stuff. I remember when I was a new mom and tried to choose myself. I attempted to wash my face instead of picking up the baby. She was happily playing, hanging out on the floor in the bathroom, and so I chose to wash my face. And then at that exact moment, of course, she decided that that was not acceptable and she needed to be up in my arms right that minute. And so I said, no, you know what? Mommy needs to take care of mommy too. I'm going to wash my face. And she screamed the whole entire time. And I felt absolutely guilty. I felt awful that she had to cry the whole time, that I was being selfish by choosing to wash my face instead of picking her up. And honestly, that's the story we've been sold, that good moms give and give and give until there's nothing left. And honestly, it's not just untrue, it's unsustainable. No one on this planet can give 100% of the time without completely giving all of themselves. Think about the giving tree, which is a terribly sad story, but it is a perfect example of how it is unsustainable to keep this story up. Unfortunately, we live in a culture today where, as women, we are taught to overfunction. We are taught to give of ourselves constantly, to be the perfect mom, the perfect wife, the perfect employee or business owner or whatever it is. And then we're also taught to feel bad about it when we are overfunctioning. We're taught to feel awful about the fact that we can't be all of these perfect things because that's impossible. And we get a lot of these beliefs and these conditions from the culture around us, but also from our families and all of the places that we inherit things from. So think about my mom's generation. My mom is a boomer. I am a millennial. And my mom's generation is completely different in how they believe that women should present themselves in the world, in the way that they should care for their kids. Like, how many boomers have come up to you and told you to put socks on your baby? Like, Gladys, it is July. It is hot, okay? We do not need to have socks on the baby. They're fine, okay? And that's just a small example, right? There's a lot of judgment and things that are just said that we just kind of assume to be true because we've heard it said so many times. And these can be big belief things like money doesn't grow on trees, but it can also be the smallest of things like I just don't have time to do XYZ because I'm a mom. And yeah, your time is going to look different as a mom, but just because you are a mom does not mean that you no longer have any time. We also have this pervasive idea of hustle culture, and the fact that if you just work hard, then you'll get XYZ given to you. And if you work hard enough, you're going to be able to like make it, right? This idea of the American dream. And yeah, that worked for our boomer parents, but it doesn't work for us. We literally cannot work hard enough to ever afford a $4 million house with the salaries that we make today. That's not going to happen, especially on a one-parent income household. So we're getting all of these inherited beliefs, and you really need to question where these things are coming from. And one of these major inherited beliefs is the fact that if you are not 150,000% focused on your kids, then you are a bad mom, that you are being selfish, that you are in some way going to cause harm to your kids. But self-care is not selfish. It really, really isn't. And I'm not talking about like long, luxurious bubble baths and full 5-hour spa days. I'm talking about the absolute basics, like washing your face or having a shower, a hot shower for 10 minutes or more, or being able to move your body in a way that feels good, or have a glass of water before your coffee in the morning. The absolute basics is what I'm talking about when I talk about self-care. And none of those are selfish. It's actually a way of repairing your system, your whole entire body system, not just your nervous system, although that is also very important. When you are taking care of yourself, you are teaching your body that you matter too. And when you are doing that, your body is learning how to work better. It's repairing itself from any previous damage that was done. It is going to show up for you better because you are showing up for it. And so instead of thinking that doing these small things to care for yourself is taking away from your family, can you think of it instead as the care for yourself is part of the care that you're giving your family? I am never, ever, ever going to tell you to put yourself above your family and you've got to put yourself first, because sometimes that's just not realistic. But you can absolutely include yourself in the care that you give your family. Whether that is you getting yourself a glass of water when you get the kids water, or that is you taking a deep breath, you are able to include yourself. So I'm going to give you a couple of really quick and easy tools that will be able to give you a really fast reset, no matter where you are, what you're doing, and how busy you are during your day. So the first one, you're going to do some breathing. So super, super, super simple. I want you to just place a hand over your heart, and I want you to take a deep breath. And this breath should not just move your chest, but it should move your belly as well. That's right. We don't want any sucking in here. We want to feel the whole thing. So fill up your entire body with air, and then slowly exhale it through your mouth. That's it. Super simple. If that feels good, keep doing it. Then I have a quick sentence that you can try. And you can try this in almost any setting. So you're going to say, I'm stepping away for a few minutes because I want to come back more present. So let's say you are cooking dinner and there's just so much going on that you're feeling really overwhelmed. You can say, I'm stepping away for a few minutes because I want to come back more present. And in that situation, you either are going to be turning off the stove, or you could just be sitting down in that kitchen and letting your body chill. I have little kids at home. I cannot be leaving them alone completely in a different room, but I can sit down, breathe, and chill myself out so that when I'm coming back in this moment with them, I am more present. So the stepping away can be a physical thing if you've got older kids, or it can just be stepping away mentally, like you're moving away from all of the things that are overwhelming you. And then the last tip that I have for you is I really want you to choose one joyful act this week that is just for you. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a small thing. It can be whatever you want. But pick one thing that will make you feel genuine joy. And try it out. I want you to notice what comes up when it happens. How does your body feel? What are your thoughts? What's going on? I really hope that these tools can be a great little mini reset for you in order to bring more joy and some boundaries and some care into your life. Remember that abandoning yourself and not loving yourself is not going to earn you love. All it's doing is depleting your own joy and your own capacity to show up for your family. Your reflection question for this week is, where are you saying yes when your body is screaming no? So again, I'm wanting you to think about those boundaries and making sure that you are not giving too much of yourself to others. And if you're ready to rewrite that story and live from fullness and not burnout, I would love to chat with you about my group program. It is a wonderful space where it's safe to choose you. If this sounds like the type of support and camaraderie that you're looking for in order to get out of this cycle and really find that full joy in your day-to-day life, so you're not constantly feeling like you have to rewash the same load of laundry 3 times or buy a new planner to get a little bit more organized, but really get down to the root cause of what's going on. Find that sisterhood with other moms who are in the same shoes as you and really move past this and into your full self as a mother. Then please DM me on Instagram so that we can have a quick chat and see if the program would be a good fit for you. You can reach me at Everwell Coaching. And until then, I will catch you in the next one.